Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. And there has been a habit that I have seen that is so frustrating for me to figure out. Yes, I know which habit I'm talking about. This has been a habit that's been getting worse every year. It's caused thousands of fatalities and injuries and crashes. And it's not what you think. You're all thinking it's drunk driving, or it's driving while on medication, or driving while smoking dope. It's none of those. Is it driving while eating? No, I don't think that chicken fingers are going to cause your eyes to go off the road for 15 or 20 seconds at a time. Well, is it a certain type of distraction that's been in the media for the last dozen years, yet nobody seems to be able to do anything about? Well, and by nobody, I mean nobody in the federal government, nobody at the car manufacturers, nobody at the mobile phone companies, despite all their best efforts. Well, that's what I'm talking about today. It's a habit that grinds my gears. So, let's get your eyes up, let's pay attention, and if you're driving, please find a safe place to pull over before you continue to watch this. Otherwise, stay tuned. Welcome back to my show, y'all. And I'm kind of frustrated at something. And I've been frustrated about this for several years because nothing's been done about it. And somebody needs to fix the problem. And not legislatively, like most of y'all are thinking. States have tried making texting while driving against the law. They've put hands-free laws into place. They've done stuff to try and curb your habit. They've had the phone carriers put apps on your phones to try and block your phone from being used while the vehicle's in motion. But none of that's worked. I still see phones in your hand as you're going down the road. I still see you playing with touch screens. Way too often. And my concern is that your eyes are going to go off the road for that 5 seconds they always talk about. Oh, on the TV commercials that advertise your no text features and hands-free features, whatever. Okay, let me make something clear with you. It don't matter what kind of vehicle you're in. If your eyes are off the road for 5 seconds due to a text message, or due to a Facebook post, or due to a tweet, your vehicle is traveling the length of a football field with you blind. And by the way, that's not just for messages, Facebook posts, and tweets. It also applies to devices such as radar detectors. That's one of my pet peeves. GPS units, provided they're poorly designed, like a certain map manufacturer's model that I know. And even your car's own touchscreen. So, car designers are trying to do stuff about it. They're redesigning their interfaces, they're adding hands-free features. They're trying to help the problem. But some of them do a better job than others. Me personally, I like the interfaces being used by Toyota, Ford, and anything that's got a modern button-based interface, as opposed to touchscreens. But there are problems even with those, so it's best to minimize their use while driving. Now, let's get onto your phone. Because These systems were designed to try to help a problem. That is, both Entune and Sync, as the systems are called, are made to address the problem of you texting while driving. And in doing so, they've caused some confusion, of course. They've caused some issues. But it's nothing like taking your eyes off the road and your hands off the steering wheel for 5 seconds or more. I've seen it way too often where you got the phone on your knee and you're going down the road, or you're holding it up by the steering wheel trying to have a speakerphone conversation or send a text or do whatever else. Not a trooper in sight to enforce the laws. And next thing I know, an emergency happens in front of you. And you do not have time to react. I mean, a few weeks ago, I had a near miss. I had my eyes on the road, my hands on the steering wheel, and I saw a driver playing with a radar detector in front of me. He was in a black pickup truck in Woodbridge, New Jersey, which is very close to where I often drop off my FedEx loads. He, instead of looking up, was looking down at his device. And by the way, I mentioned radar detector for a reason, because on all the modern trucks, you now have a collision mitigation system powered by what else? Radar. So, my collision mitigation starts going off. I immediately slam on the brakes, try to bring the vehicle to a stop to avoid hitting him, try to swerve onto the shoulder, and between the collision mitigation system and my own hard braking, I ended up throwing my co-driver out of the bunk. He could have easily been killed by that driver's actions ahead of me. It don't matter that you got a bunk restraint or not, because if the sleeper berth fails, it's gonna fail. And it's gonna fail hard. Especially in the situation where the cab becomes detached from the sleeper, or the sleeper becomes detached from the frame. A hard brake or a crash will do that. At least that's what I've been told by the various engineers who put life-saving features into these trucks, as well as by my truck boss and by truck dealerships, etc. I can't believe everything that is told, but I have seen it too much with my own eyes. And there's been so many different crashes being caused by distracted driving, it's ridiculous. Especially when the distracted driving involves a phone. According to a study conducted by the AAA Insurance Institute and Virginia Tech, crashes are 23 times more likely to occur when you have a cell phone in your hand doing texting or calling. And even hands-free phone conversations with a headset like this one can still make you 4 times more likely to crash because of the mental distraction. So, if you must use your phone while you're driving, use a headset. But try to keep the call short and try not to get emotional. And by all means, I beg you to stop the texts. Please put your social media posts, text messages, and less than important stuff away. Now, you could do that by using a holder like this one. You can put your phone in the glove box or the console. You can power off your phone, or you can get a vehicle like my Tundra that's got a built-in hands-free system. Those are some of your options. But I don't care which option you have to choose. You need to get your phone out of your hand. Because states are cracking down on this stuff. They're catching people left and right. And the fine for getting caught with a phone in your hand while you're driving is $2,750 under federal DOT regulations if you're in a commercial vehicle. And by the way, they include a rental car under that definition. So don't think you're out if you're just driving a car from like Hertz or Avis or Budget or Dollar. If it's got commercial plates on it, it's subject to DOT fines and regulations. So let's drop it and drive, y'all. Let's pay attention to what's going on around us. And let's make your next trip your best trip by being distraction free. As always, if there's anything I can help you with, you can leave me a voicemail on the wine line at 325-400-1175. You can message me here or on Facebook or on Twitter or on Instagram. And you can also email me. I'll have my email address in the show notes. So, let's go and have a safe day. And whatever you're doing, find a way to put the phone down every now and then. Because your life is worth it. And I'll see you on the next episode. Bye for now.